pretty damn good work in top 8.
Yeah. But again, that's exactly what we were talking about. Like, if you're not talking about top 8 of EVO, it does not matter who you play. And even then, it only barely matters, in my opinion.
We got coming up next, we have Chad's brother playing Juri up here. Chad's, and then we have ShowYouCan. I'm so excited for this match. ShowYouCan is a longtime friend of mine of 10 years. We met on Smash Letter. And we,
that's a throwback.
He's been my training partner for a long time. He is quite the lab rat here. He's probably in the top lab rat names next to like the Javits and whatnot, if you know who that is. And he's coming out. I had him come out for one of his first tournaments ever, and he's getting top 8. I'm so proud. Like,
love to see it. Yeah, it really goes to show those lab rats. They get rewarded for their time in a game like this. There's so many things to think about, and having that extra awareness of what to use and when makes such a difference when the mental stack is so huge.
Oh, whiff on the DP there. That's going to be huge. ShowYouCan is optimal. Like I said, he is a lab rat, so he's going to put that to good work.
However, Tabachuchi already showed very well in their previous match how good they are at adapting. Because this is how it went for Tabachuchi last time.
Yeah, they played the long con, right?
Right, it's the long con. Then they remembered that DP existed. There you go. And all of a sudden, it was just curtains, and that Blanca could not get in. So let's see if the same thing is going to happen with this JP play from ShowYouCan.
Okay, put the fireball down. Okay, here comes the amnesia. Now, we see it so many times, Latini, about what that kind of leads to. Didn't win too much that time, but we still have Tabachuchi in burnout. So it becomes a little more difficult in the zoning department.
Yeah, and if nothing else, it gets JP out of the corner, which JP is a character who really struggles in the corner. Amnesia, his really only potent option in that position.
Okay, yeah, I'm loving the defensive play. Going to go right into the level 2. Now, this is going to hurt. Potential reset scenario. We'll find out.
Let's see what he can do. Oh!
And he does go for the reset. You saw right there. It can be so hard to see in all the visual noise.
I love that animation.
It's cold.
He doesn't even want to dirty his shoes with you.
You're not even worth it.
Oh, what's the timing?
He said put some shoes on, Juri, because you're going to need some of those.
Or a onesie. I mean...
I'll make sure you get one of those later.
I don't know.
Oh,
send her to bed with these approaches. My goodness.
Yeah, to be honest, the call-outs that ShowYouCan is making and the combo
the
throw, what type of optimization?
JP has such weird stuff he can do off of those throws, especially the back throw. If he can get you to get hit by one of those combo starters before you hit the ground on the back throw, you bypass throw skilling.
Yeah, honestly, great job so far, ShowYouCan. And I think what shows what he's doing these neutral jumps that are kind of like a very good like defensive wall that's kind of throwing Tabachuchi off when they're trying to be so aggro coming in.
Man, Tabachuchi just cannot get past this mid-screen.
And they're so active, too. Like, whether it be the fireballs or, okay, this is huge. We're getting the level 2. Going to go right into the Tangent Engine.
Speaking of level 2s, ShowYouCan got level 3. I feel like the level 2 is a lot more common amongst the JPs, so I wouldn't be surprised to see that come out anyway.
Absolutely.
Especially when you're in the corner. It feels like a great get-off-me option.
Yeah, the utility of some level 2s in this game are so strong.
Or just go right into it, making a liar out of me. Is that going to be it?
I think it's all about the drive gauge, right? I think this is going to put Tabachuchi in burnout just barely.
Yeah, and there you go.
Wow, strong showing so far from ShowYouCan, showing his stuff out here at Backstreet Brawl.
Supers are so, specifically those cinematic supers, are so strong in Street Fighter 6 because of the way they interact with the drive gauge, freezing your opponent's build-up while allowing yours to continue at full speed.
Yeah, if you're able to control the drive gauge economy, it's so huge in a game like this, mechanic-wise. Okay, here it comes. Tabachuchi with the drive impact. Can he make it hurt? Gonna get the knockdown too. Fireball.
Can. And the bypass of the amnesia. Great timing from Tabachuchi as well. I feel like that amnesia was so... It was so overblown when the game first came out because everybody was just mashing buttons. Like, this character's, he's broken. You can't do anything on his wake up because he always amnesias. And then we realized that shimmying beats amnesia. Like,
yeah, if you are naturally delaying your timing, it's going to beat it. But also, it's not projectile invulnerable. So you can use it as a media on wake up. And Juri has an amazing fireball in that scenario.
And it burns drive gauge.
Yeah, the pressure is so real, though. Tabachuchi doing a good job.
Great response from ShowYouCan, recognizing that the throw was coming, but not ready for the overhead, and now you're burnt out. What we're going to do with that level 2, maybe?
Possibly. I think the level 2 would probably be a good call, but you want to make it, it's a good setup, right? You want to jail into it, because she can just jump out, right?
If Tabachuchi can't get in during this burnout, there's no reason for you to use it. There we go.
Yeah.
Great reversal on that DP as well.
Yeah, it's really a nice thing is when you can drive rush, you can buffer your input for DPs like that, and they autocorrect. And it only works on specials.
Yeah, you have to be so careful in those situations. It's one of those things that you really have to practice in training mode, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Wake up, drive back. Okay. I may just send it sometimes, right?
No, I have a friend who does that to me all the time, and it makes me so mad because I never expect it.
Nice. Yeah, that situation is so difficult. She is so fast that when you throw out a slow projectile like that, it just keeps you guessing in that moment.
Absolutely. However, going to have to make some more guesses come out from ShowYouCan because Tabachuchi currently on the precipice of getting eliminated.
You did say he's a long con player, and I still believe, right?
Yeah.
We still have one on the board.
Let's get a little more feng shui, get that level 2 going maybe. Interesting DP, but it worked.
Okay, ShowYouCan meeting Tabachuchi halfway, and it's not a bad idea just to kind of interrupt her.
Tabachuchi just can't get in. And I watched that drive get. Ooh,
and burnout, this is so difficult now.
I think trying to do a drive rush.
Wow.
But it's not over yet. Tabachuchi has all the data he needs, but maybe not quite.
You might need a little bit more to overcome a drive impact.
Ooh. Okay, that's the start. And the drive impact in the corner, the Evo special. What can Tabachuchi do off of this drive reversal from ShowYouCan, resetting the position?
Yeah, they both are even here on the drive gauge. As I say, that level 2 is going to come out, going to pin down, oh my god, here comes
the
reset!
And now you're burned out as well, but the level 3, just let that drive gauge come back. Meanwhile, ShowYouCan taking so much damage. I'm going to be honest, Juri, I don't think he does like that.
Oh, is that it? Is the level 1? Yes, the level 1 is enough to crush there. ShowYouCan taking over Tabachuchi. Tabachuchi putting up a great fight there at the end, but it was just, I think, once again, those neutral jumps over like Tabachuchi's habits just were kind of the bane for him, I feel.
Yeah, ShowYouCan doing a really good job of not, we were talking about Tabachuchi's ability to adapt, and Tabachuchi was adapting. It's just ShowYouCan was not being predictable. Finding ways to mix up that pressure, keep Tabachuchi out over and over and over. Such a key skill for these JP players. And ShowYouCan really showing why they are in this top 8 right now.
It can be hard to download a player when the data you're giving is like dial-up, right? You're not willing to show all your cards immediately. Yeah. You show it in a slow way, so they're like, all right, I don't have a way to cash out immediately on your psychological kind of game plan, right? And ShowYouCan is willing to hold on to the strats until the very end.
And was not put in a position where they needed to use